All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 11 of Tony Tunes. Before we begin, just a quick announcement to make. Pretty soon we're going to be in a new studio. We're doing some renovations at my house, and we are making a private room for me to do my records in. So, coming up in the near future, you're not going to see all this rigmarole that you see here. We're going to be in a brand spanking new studio. So, yeah, without any further ado, let us get started here. Here we go. We're going to shuffle this lovely concoction here, and we're going to spin. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Where is it going to stop? It's at how to succeed in business without really trying. All right. Well, I really, that is one of my all time favorite shows on how to succeed in business. So at that point in time, it was the 16th annual Tony Awards, and the nominees that year were How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, Carnival, Milk and Honey, and No Strings. Three out of those four I've never really heard much about. The only one that I really have any sort of familiarity with is How to Succeed in Business. And let's make it our business to get started with the listening. But first, here's a little interlude. I believe in you. I believe in you. Just imagine me looking in a bathroom mirror when I do this with that big old Robert Morse smile. Yeah. Okay, back to the show. All right, welcome back. Well, folks, when I tell you this cast list is stacked, and the two names that I think about when I think of the original cast of the show are Robert Morse, who played J. Pierpont Finch. Robert Morse was one of my favorite all-time Broadway actors. And Charles Nelson Riley, he was Bud Frump, another excellent performer. Rosemary was played by Bonnie Scott. J.B. Bigley was played by Rudy Valley. Smitty was played by Claudette Sutherland. Hetty LaRue was played by Virginia Martin. Miss Jones was Ruth Cobart. And the voice of the book, was Carl Princey, who it seems was a radio announcer. So yeah, there we go. Strangely enough, I was looking at this list of people, and apparently the national tour from 1996, Finch was played by Ralph Macchio. That's actually very interesting. I might want to try and see if there's a recording of that because of all the people who played Finch, Robert Morse, Matthew Broderick, Daniel Radcliffe, I I've never really pegged Ralph Macchio to be a Finch, but I guess he was. So let us move right along. Um, I think one of my favorite opening, well, early in Act One, coffee break, fantastically comedic number. Um, Twimble and Finch doing the song Company Way. That's a very good one. A Secretary is Not a Toy is another really good one. And also the song Rosemary, between Finch and Rosemary. And I believe, if I remember the plot correctly, the jumping point from that is Hetty gives Finch a big old smooch, and he's just like, "Oh, Rosemary," which is just, I don't know, pretty pretty funny way to get a love song started. Um, Now, Act Two has one of my favorite Robert Morse solo songs, "I Believe in You." That's an audition song that I used for many years. I gotta tell you, there is a song in How to Succeed that I always thought was very overrated. Never really enjoyed the song. And that's Brotherhood of Man. I don't know what it is. There's just something about that song where it's just like, oh, this song, great. I mean, if I had to make a list of the most overrated Broadway songs, Brotherhood of Man would be at the very least in the top three. Something about that song just, I don't know, doesn't really, doesn't really, I don't enjoy it. I just don't, can't really think of any other way to say it, but I just don't enjoy it. But the thing about How to Succeed is, at least to me, it's more so the scenes than the songs that really I enjoy. I mean, I did name some of the songs that I really liked, but it's just such a funny show that you really don't say like, oh, the music is great and the scenes itself are great. It's more like for me anyway, with How to Succeed, the scenes are funny and the songs are good, but all of them are some of them are just kind of and Brotherhood of Man is just hard pass on that one. But yes, definitely try and seek out the original Broadway cast with Robert Morse. The Matthew Broderick one is also good. Daniel Radcliffe is mm, okay, but that Ralph Macchio one, I definitely want to hear what that sounds like. Um, it, it intrigues me to see. It's like, oh, the Karate Kid can sing apparently. How about that? Well, my overall assessment is it's a very good show, mostly for the lines itself rather than the songs as a whole. But I definitely would put this among the positives when it comes to Broadway shows. Definitely deserved the best Tony win, in my opinion. Well, that's it for now, but we'll see you on the next episode. So long, everybody.